Hello, everybody. We are back with the final arc of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. So, welcome back to the Disaster Tour, everybody. Welcome back to Sylvanaria, a beautiful place. But first, I have something to show all of you for the final arc.
Scream!
This was done by, in the sky, if you can do the shout out for the person you know did it.
Yes,
Just get that ready for me.
Hold on. I got so many. I just finished my own stream. Let me get all my shit together.
This was made for us. I commissioned it from the lovely Dreamy Newt. But without further ado, everybody, the final arc, Bits, Crits, and Halfwits poster.
I'm not in your. I'm on my stream still. That explains.
So much. Oh, the speed paint.
Oh, the
Oh
speed
my
paint.
God.
That's
we
so
love
cool.
getting to see that.
It's that one. That one right there. I pinned the message from him.
This is so insane.
Oh my
God,
God.
Oh my god.
It's so
Ladies
good.
and gentlemen,
Looks like
guys,
a
gals, and
movie
pals,
poster.
welcome to the final arc.
Oh my God.
My god.
Bits,
that looks
Crits, and
so
Halfwits.
Cool.
When hope fades,
Looks crazy.
heroes rise.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I'll also
Oh,
post that
that's
in the,
beautiful.
I only have a fan art channel. I don't have an art channel.
Just put it in the fan art channel.
I will drop that in the fan art channel for everyone who wants to look at it.
Crazy.
It's
That
so
is
good.
So cool.
Newt literally popped off so hard.
Yeah, I hopped in a call with Newt today, and Newt told me that it was more than double the normal amount of layers they use for commissions.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
I think it had, Newt, what did it have at the end? Like 260 layers? Yeah, around 250 layers.
That's crazy.
And it looks sick as hell.
It looks, oh my goodness, so good.
God, that's amazing.
it's so good.
And if anybody ever wondered what Roran looked like,
He's a nasty boy.
He's
Nasty.
now you know.
That was my immediate response when I saw that. I was like, he's nasty. Also, PT, I think you have crossfade on for our avatars, so we're kind of fading in and out of existence.
What the heck?
I'm just.
Yeah, you have crossfade effect.
Why
is
did
on.
that do that?
Dim. There you go.
Why did
There
that
we
do
go.
that? I didn't turn that on.
Might have been with the
updating.
update.
Yeah,
You
the
may-
update can mess up
Yeah.
some stuff.
I could turn bounce on though and make
Nah.
you all bounce when you talk.
Yeah, so bounce would be good. I think that's a good idea.
Perfect.
Little bounce.
Oh yeah, that
Little
is good. I
bouncy.
like that.
Yeah. They have. I like that they made him a little bit more active now.
Yeah. It gives some more life to the whole thing.
But yeah, crossfade got turned on for mine too. So
That's good. I'll give everybody a little bit longer to look at the poster.
it's freaking stunning.
While
Beautiful.
I
You did
asked
an amazing job, Newt.
Well, I asked
Yeah.
the question for this session, which is, what conversation is your character either looking forward to or terrified to have this session? First, we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf Blizzard
Blizzard.
from Zraya, played by...
The man who's probably hard muted right
yeah.
now.
No, he did unmute in Discord. We don't know if he's still hard muted.
Ooh, hardware mute. That's fun.
There you go.
I'm gonna forget about that on this particular laptop. You should repeat the question though, because I forgot it while trying to figure out.
What
hardware.
is a conversation that your character is either looking forward to or scared to have this session?
Oh, we all know which conversation Elliot will be avoiding at all costs today. Do I have to say it out loud?
I mean, yes.
Oh,
For
it's
the
one
chat.
about him like signing up to be a god. You know, that
He's on
one.
the sign-up sheet now, folks. And then we have
The
Lyra.
list.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow,
Volunteered.
the Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by.
Hello, I'm Rosie. When Rosie see us on the intranet, and Lyra, I think again she has an obvious answer. She's kind of dreading elaborating on that little, little accusation Elliot threw out there at the end.
Mhm.
So anyway,
Elliot camera.
interesting.
What?
Oh, because the cat.
Oh my god. We only ever get to see Isaac when he is with animals.
Acceptable. And then we have Karak Arim, the warlock from the hedge, played by.
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT, and because everybody's worried about conversations, I'm gonna say Karak's looking forward to getting to talk to his god again after so long, now that the sky is shattered. At least that's what I'm assuming will finally be able to happen.
Are you now? Then we have News and Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Ulfast, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. I think. Oh God. I mean, I think Newson is looking forward to. I'm gonna go with looking forward to because everyone else is scared of conversations. Looking forward to having a conversation with her childhood best friend Kieran about life.
That's fair. And last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Ulfast, played by.
Me, Brambo. I'm excited to kick my dad's ass again.
Oh, I love that you think your dad survived the battle.
Well, damn.
Damn.
I wanted to get one more hit in.
Taking the wind out of their sails fast, huh?
I know, Lyra kills my uncle, my dad's dead. Damn.
There's no
What's
one
left?
for you to fight now.
What's left? What's left of my family turmoil?
You're welcome.
How are you supposed to get your shit to get resolved? There we go. God,
You mean
words
revenge?
are hard.
Where's my
Yeah.
vindication?
Yeah.
Indication! Also, Sky, I have no idea what happened to your scrying scroll, but it is horror movie level right now. It scared me.
It was just black. I
But
closed
it
the
was
shutter for a
it
second.
does like the scary flashy silhouette thing as it tries
does
to
it?
adjust.
It was upset.
Like, how dare you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
PT, do you need to stop sharing your screen or?
Oh yeah. While all of my
All of your
carefully tailored notes are up.
Oh,
The start
yeah.
of it. No, the start of this conversation is literally, I'm going to be using you to keep notes in. And it's so that when I found out that ChatGPT works really well for notes, because then if I need a specific thing, I don't have to look for it. I can type in, show me what I said about this,
Oh, that's smart.
and it'll print it back for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is why I have a ChatGPT one with every quote for every character I want to use in it.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
perfect.
But yes, thank you. That was a good point. I did want to hide that. First and foremost, though, what was I saying? It threw me off.
Sorry.
Did we lose someone? No, we didn't lose someone. I stopped sharing. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. At the end of last session, though, a beam of energy shot out of Mog's machine and into the sky. As you watch the sky light up with concentric circular runes and lines with runes drawn across them. And anybody who wants to right now can give me an Arcana check.
Might as well.
Okay.
I definitely remembered to open the thing, but not that I would be Arcana checking either way, but
Never know, you might want to.
I mean, I guess it, I guess it
Ooh.
can't hurt.
Nice. Nice.
Just waiting to see if Elliot wants to. Lulin, you gave it your best shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, here, I feel like I need to do it just to make Lulin feel better.
Let's see.
Oh. If it will load. There we go. Okay, we're getting there.
Alright, I'm not seeing one from Elliot. So, Karak,
See, I made you feel better.
Just take the power of 4 butterflies to load the page.
got it.
Just
Not
carry on.
4.
Karak,
Mhm.
Lulin, and Nuzin, you have not a clue what these symbols mean. But Lyra, as you're looking at them, you've seen them before in the memory of the locks. As you look up at the sky, as this beam of energy fires past you, this radiant energy piercing through the runes themselves, as you all watch cracks and fissures begin to break across the sky. As the beam extends past them, it seems to rip into the very fabric of the night sky itself. The stars twinkling above begin to swirl and dance as they're cracked apart in a kaleidoscopic patterns around this brilliant beam, and the sky itself seems to tremble as if protesting the intrusion of this magic. Above you, as the once familiar constellations to you, Karak, become twisted and warped in surreal, fantastical shapes, you begin to see through the cracks massive celestial bodies, like planets, moons, and stars, suspended in the ethereal maelstrom, casting eerie, shifting shadows across the ground below you. As the beam continues to reach higher and higher into the sky, an ominous low hum begins to resonate through the air around the machine, sending shivers down your spine as you can feel it almost vibrating you from within. The ground beneath your feet begins to shake and crack, almost in imitation to the sky, as the world itself shakes as if falling into place. And then suddenly, it is over. And all of you are looking up from what seems to be a different point in the world at the stars and constellations of Sylvanaria itself.
You guys, we're back. We're back. Look at the stars.
Yep, those are stars.
No, but they're our stars instead of other stars.
I'm not gonna lie, Lyra, I don't know the difference.
We'll see. You see that one, like the really bright one?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Sylvanaris.
The Karak.
Oh.
Polaris.
The Karak. The Karak.
Uh-huh.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw, and everybody else deafen.
Go well then.
You need a nat 20 to succeed here, buddy.
Oh, god damn it.
Karak, as you're looking up at these stars, suddenly the sounds of your friends talking about them are gone. And you find yourself standing in the midst of an ancient forest. Somewhere deep within it, the air becomes heavy with palpable energy, as the very ground around your feet seems to pulse with life as the grass grows and dies and decays, as the seasons seem to pass you by rapidly. The trees, once still, begin to sway and dance to an unseen rhythm as the leaves rustle with an unnatural fervor, as if whispering secrets that only they can comprehend. The colors of the foliage intensify and fall off and rise again as the seasons pass before settling on a deep emerald hue as the scent of earth and life fills the air. Suddenly, a tremendous, ethereal figure appears in front of you. A colossal figure with long, lanky arms and deer antlers on a boned face staring down at you, with vines interwoven throughout and dappled in sunlight. The figure's eyes blaze with the intensity of a hunting predator, and her presence exudes an aura of ancient power. Her voice, resonating like 1,000 whispered secrets and the call of 1,000 beasts, booms through your head and through the forest. Warlock, she proclaims, her voice echoing through the very core of your being. You who bear my mark and draw power from the wilds, heed my summons. For 1,000 years you have been lost to me, but now the time has come. The world hungers for our return. The goddess's words are more than a command. They are an undeniable force as you feel yourself pulled. Miles, as the area sweeps before you, you see the edge of the forest you know, the plains to the west, as you're drawn across crashing waves and broken islands, through storms and winds, through calm seas, up on a coast to a small house, and you feel drawn there. The forest itself, as it snaps back around you, seems to bow to her will. And you know that the goddess of the hunt has summoned you to hunt again.
It's been so long.
As the vision fades. And I'm going to real quick, when we get back, describe to everybody else what happens to you. So hold off on saying anything. We're going to end with that same statement, though.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's munching.
Indeed. Everybody start using your thumbs up. Our straggler's straggling.
It's because she always swaps tabs.
It'll happen eventually.
She's never gonna notice.
She's not.
This is how this is how the final arc ends.
Yeah.
Lyra's lost in the stupor of explaining constellations. There we go. Alright. As all of you are standing up, Karak goes stock still as his eyes and mouth are filled with this glowing green light.
Okay, so that one is a star.
Those of you looking at the stars, roll me perception checks. At disadvantage.
Yeah. It's... Yeah. Perception at disadvantage.
That's a 10 for me.
That's a critical failure for Lyra.
Yeah!
So, Lyra,
you see,
you don't
that is
recognize
the
anything.
star.
Nuzin, you only realize something is wrong when Karak collapses to their knees, and you hear the thump on the cobblestones.
Holy.
With the 17, can I catch him?
You can catch him. You can catch him before he hits the ground, but his body is limp. As you hear Lulin just barely above a whisper from Karak's mouth.
It's been so long.
Karak?
I got you, bud. Hey.
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 Huh?
And as
bud.
you all watch, the green drains from Karak's eyes like verdant green tears rolling down his face.
Rock,
You okay,
okay.
bud?
we got you. We're here. What's going on?
It's been so long. And Krok's just smiling because he's just smiling. I've been summoned. It's been so long. I almost forgot what that felt like.
Like crying green tears, apparently.
Is this at all similar to the other green-eyed situations we've had?
Not at all.
Okay, cool. Are you okay, buddy?
I have so many places I have to go and see, and I've been summoned, and oh, I'm so happy.
Summoned by who? Where? What?
Lady of White Roses. It's been so long.
Oh, we did meet her, I guess. So the whole city's back now. That's what we're...
You guys are still in Umbreon's hold.
But the stars are back. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if we get back to our plane, I think we met your white lady not that far away from Olfast.
She's here. I know she's here. Karok just happy and probably the happiest you've seen him the entire time he's been here.
So
I know where I need to go. I can feel it. I'm being pulled in that direction. I know.
So you've got like a white woman homing beacon?
Oh, I have so... It's been so long.
Oh.
As almost in like direct juxtaposition to the moment, you hear Mog banging on the device with a wrench.
Hey, Mog. Well, it looked like it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, it worked.
Nice.
We back.
Good job, Mog.
But the
Fantastic job.
the fire city's still here.
Yeah. Why you seem confused?
Well, I thought we were just like letting them out. Are you saying that
Yeah, we
the
let them
whole
out.
plane of existence came here to ours?
Not just this one, all of them.
I'm
Correct.
sorry.
Karok's eyes just go wide. Just like, there's so many places I can go. There's so many things to see.
Mog did good. Mog bring them all back.
All planes of
Amazing.
existence are on the material plane now.
No, just one's inside locks.
And how many locks just broke?
How many animals? How many animals are there?
4 or 5?
At least.
4 or 5. Can we? Do you not have an exact number?
How many?
I mean,
There's so many
Mog not sure how far Beam go.
I have so many sunrises, so many animals to see. I have a whole life ahead of me.
I'm a little worried about Karak.
Yeah. Hey, Krok, I'm so happy for you, buddy.
He look okay. He look okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe if we calm down a little bit and then assess what
Hang
this
on.
means. Like,
Axel friends teach Mog this once. This good. As he like walks up to Karak and he like tugs on your robe to get you down on his level.
Mm-hmm.
When you lean down, he opens hand slaps you across the face.
Thank you. I needed that.
Mog good at fixing things.
Very good. Very good at fixing things.
So, what happened to the material plane when all these 5 other planes just dropped in.
It's still here. It should be, as Mog, like opens a bag and he pulls out, like, a bunch of, like, very clearly, like, very old maps as he opens them up. And I will change the map to show you what you see on the new one.
Ooh.
And I will also be changing temporarily to the combat screen to show...
So everyone can see it.
Yay.
We'll go to that real quick. Then we'll go to this real quick. And we'll activate.
Whoa.
Oh, there's so many
Whoa,
lands.
whoa.
There's so many. There's so many.
That's really cool. That's so cool. Oh my god, remember when we made that little island in the middle?
Right in the middle.
Now there's so many.
Oh my.
Wow, it's a really good thing we kept Lulin alive. We're gonna need Valiant Eye's ship a lot.
Or, well, that's true. I also know how to teleport us now. As long as I have an idea.
That's so
I don't
much
think we're
water.
gonna know where we're going.
That's so
To
much
planes of
water.
existence we haven't been to before.
Yeah, that's fair.
How many animals are in that water? That's so much water.
Probably too many. I
There's
hope the manatees are okay.
But if anybody wants to know
what's
what
a
I was
manatee?
working on all day,
What's the manatee?
They're the best animals in the world.
It's
But
freezing.
Karak, they're so nice that other things don't want to kill them.
Oh man, I can relate to that.
Exactly.
anyways,
Now-
Mog think you need to go somewhere that way. Get home.
Could I roll a perception check to see if, like, my internal drawing
You can
towards an
roll a
area is in
survival
that...
check.
That seems right. That seems right. Just...
I also love how Nom is just
It feels right. Seems right.
back home.
About right. You know, eventually, if you keep going in that direction, we'll just loop back around.
Well, Mug, where are you pointing us towards? Like, our or
Yeah.
Are we? Where are we on this? Are we
That's a
like?
great question.
Because originally we were here, and Newson kind of like points her finger on the central island in the area of the Misty Lock.
Right now, we in Silvanaria Segundu. You need to go to Silvanaria Primordia. It just means second.
Yeah.
It's been
I
1,000
got it.
years. They not have real names.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, I can relate to that. It's been a long time.
So,
I can just teleport us home if we want.
but did the part of the city that we were trying to bring back, is it here, or did it go back to where it belongs on primary Silvanaria?
Mog not know.
God. All right. We gotta figure out if all those minotaurs are still here, or if that section of the city went back to where it's supposed to go.
Mog not checked yet.
Yeah, we could check here first and then go there.
As
Instead
you
of
look
going back
over,
and forth.
Elnis is just kind of like looking back and forth like what the fuck just happened.
Noosa just kind of like gives a big shrug. Because we don't even like know how the thing started functioning, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, most of us don't.
I don't know how you did it, Mog. You are a genius.
Mog not know how it worked either. Mog thought we was gonna have to kill you.
I'm happy you didn't have to do that.
Mog,
Yeah, I thought there
Mog's
wasn't
gonna
enough
have to look into this.
Yeah, I thought there wasn't enough. You didn't have enough god essence yet. How the fuck did that?
Mog didn't
Lucky.
think so either. Maybe that like
My bet is Mog didn't do math right.
Oh my god, that's
you take back, wizard man.
I'm sorry, Mog did math right.
Obviously, other explanation. Mog does not know what is. But Mog did math right. Mog know how much power a machine take. Machine not have enough power.
Well, it did.
Maybe after years of being locked up, whatever was up there was losing energy.
Mog not think that likely.
You are the expert, so.
Lots of god die. Make that work.
Oh god, yeah.
That
Wait, which
what-
gods did we just kill?
I know not mine. I know for a fact she's still out there. I can feel that. Karak's just gonna kind of like try, like, sort of shoot an Eldritch Blast into the air to make sure that he still has his magic. Just like, let me just.
You do still have your Eldritch Blast.
Well, okay. Well, she's definitely alive.
Hmm.
Either that or I'm inherently.
Well,
natural.
you definitely
No, she's alive.
You definitely kill Fire God.
Yeah.
We did do that, yeah.
Mhm.
What were the other ones that you had?
All of them.
Ones.
All of ones
Oh.
from here.
Well,
As he kind of like begins pulling canisters out, and as he's pulling them out, he's like looking at them and realizing at the same time anybody who's looking at them is that there's still god essence from each of the gods left in the vials.
wow.
Maybe Mog did do math wrong. Maybe Mog killed no gods.
Wow.
Well, I'm really glad we didn't let you kill Karak then.
That would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would
That
have
would have been.
died for no reason.
Yeah, weird.
Elliot, thank you for stopping me from doing that. I don't say this often, but I appreciate that. It would have been awful
Yeah, well-
to die before getting out here.
There's nothing more unfortunate than a pointless death.
On that, I can agree.
Mog just kind of looks up at Elliot.
What?
Seemed like weird
Got a
thing
problem
for
with
you to
pointless
say.
tests?
No,
I
just
also... No, I think that was weird too.
Karak is fully agreeing with him. If there's going to be an insight check, he's failing it.
I don't think there's going to be an insight check here.
Got it.
Being...
Who kills pointlessly, though? I don't. Are you saying that I kill pointlessly, Nuzin?
No, I'm saying that you're being weirdly morose. Oh wait, that was too big of a word. You're being
Morose?
weird.
What does that mean?
Mog just turns and looks up at Nuzin.
Nuzin, I
Something
appreciate. I
happened
appreciate.
you all when Mog broke spell?
Maybe.
Thank you for making the
It was
word
actually
shorter, Nuzin.
capturing
I didn't
a
know
large,
what that meant.
Yeah, no, the lock was actually containing our intelligence.
Yeah.
We're significantly closer to
Oh my
our
god.
How
original
smart am I now?
Maybe I can actually
Can I go to
back-
college?
Yeah, maybe I
There's
can
so
actually
much I
do
can
something
do.
in college too now.
There's
Anyway.
so much I have to. I'm gonna have to make a whole list of things to do.
Mog going to go check and see if Town's still here.
Smart.
You alls have fun. As Mog just like literally like leaves the device there and just takes the canisters and begins waddling off towards the bridge.
See you, Mog. We'll have to stop for tea later.
Mog coming back with answer.
Yes, but I'm just saying we need to plan that.
Mog Mog going be gone 5 minutes, 10 tops.
We'll see you in a minute.
Well, more than that, Newton. And he, like, walks away.
Oh.
All right, so we're teleporting away, right?
We have to know if the
That's our
city got
classic maneuver,
Yeah,
so
so
right?
first we need to look for the city here, and then we'll look for the city where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, no
we'll
reason to make two
teleport
back.
trips.
But Mog, then we have to hide from Mog at the very least.
Why do we have to hide from Mog?
Bunny.
No, that's... No.
Okay.
Elnis kind of looks at you all, just out of curiosity. What do we do if the town didn't go back?
We're gonna need to build a lot of ships.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess ask them if they want to stay here. I'd be a little concerned about just leaving a bunch of people here, though. Also, what's left of the city back in the Misty Lock?
Maybe, like...
What was there?
Just a
What was
hole,
there when
like a
you all
pit.
showed up?
Nothing. Well, Elliot could see sort of some city, I think. But for the rest of us, it was just empty fields.
That sounds pleasant.
Well, I
It was
mean...
like sand, like dusty. It wasn't like life filled. It was like just
Not...
dust.
I've
Like a well, like
only ever seen
like a
sand around
well-trodden
riverbeds.
path.
How much sand was there?
And I think they're talking
A
more
lot.
packed dirt. You know, something that's been
Yeah.
walked on. Game trails.
Oh, what? Man, that's a lot
Like-
of game trails. Where
like
would
if
any
you
of the
were to-
game
I mean, there's.
It's-
Are you familiar with the metric system?
the
Because
what?
if you are,
The
I'd say a
what?
metric fuck ton. A metric fuck ton.
I'm sorry.
I know what most of those words mean separately. I know what fuck means.
Me too.
Just holds out a hand, just fist bump.
Fist bump.
Fucking children.
Hey,
Shut up, Lulin. You have a girlfriend too.
in fact, I think I'm older than you.
Yeah?
Do you
And
think
who taught who?
I taught you. Well, actually, I think I was gone by the time you got taught. You kind of like holds his head, like, no, yeah, I'm pretty confident that we never met.
Yeah, I don't. You were.
I was in those pits for like 70 years there, lad.
Yeah, you were folklore by the time we met. So
Karaki's just kind of looking up at the stars that are there, kind of looking at the fact that they're all different. It's just like, do you think we're going to be looking at the same sun? Like, has everybody been looking at the same one? Are there multiple now?
Barack, I'm surprised I
shouldn't-
have to tell you this. Don't look at the sun.
I was thinking the same thing, Elliot.
Like a sunrise or a sunset or anything like that. Is it the same one? Is it the same moon?
My friends,
I don't know.
Are there
you're the
multiple
one
moons
who's
now?
you're the one who's from here.
I mean, I was on. It's been a while.
I guess in the morning you can tell us if it's the same sun or not.
True. I'll keep you all posted.
So where do we? I've never been here for the end of one of your battles. Where do we go from here?
Well,
I think there's. Well, if the city's here, that's an easy answer. We go get
Yeah.
booze.
Yeah.
If the city's not
Let's
here,
just walk.
it could take
Yeah,
6 to 8
let's-
weeks to brew some booze. So,
Well,
you know.
I can just get us back to mainland. But let's start walking towards where the city was when we were not here.
I mean,
thought
So
Mog
we are
was
going
yeah,
to
they're gonna be
move
coming back.
before
reason
Mog gets
for-
back.
I still don't know why you don't want to see Mog.
Yeah,
Mog helped
I
us
like
a lot.
Mog.
No, I do like Mog. I think Mog is fantastic. I think it would be funny for Mog not wanting to say goodbye and then we're gone when he gets back.
That sounds cruel.
Not gone.
That
Well-
sounds cruel.
As
That's
What do you mean
Pranks
not
for
gone,
ya.
gone? Wait, you want to?
like
Okay, so
like I want to go hide behind points at tree. That tree.
Oh, Okay.
I mean, you can do that.
Elliot,
But I
is this
want to see-
another thing where you find out that your brother was actually being really cruel to you, but you think it's normal?
Are you trying to
No.
haze Mog right now?
I think this is a your brother was an asshole to you moment, you know?
Let's not talk about my family. I'm
As
gonna go find some ocean and take a swim.
you're all
We
talking,
don't know what's in the ocean anymore. You should be careful of that.
as you're all talking,
Imagine all of that fresh water.
a
It's
5'4" human with red hair walks up to you and goes, "Well, this is where we part ways. Favor owed, favor paid.
We appreciate it.
Wait a minute.
Um,
Wait a minute.
Your return on investment."
Yes, for Lulin and Elliot.
He kind of like glances at Elliot as he's walking away. He goes, "Well, I suppose he doesn't want it, so I'll just give it to Lulin then. I kind of took it more as a joint offering." As he reaches into a pouch and pulls out what looks to be a ruby the size of a football.
Wow.
But inside of it, it seems like there's some sort of flame, and you can see something inside of it as he tosses it to Lulin.
Lily
should do
catches
it. Sell it, keep it, whatever you want to do. Raise it, ride it. It's up to you.
Right?
Raise it?
You're not.
It's
Is
a
this an
wyvern.
egg?
It's a wyvern
It's a
egg.
dragon egg.
Wyvern, not a dragon.
Yeah, different.
I wouldn't make you ride something that was intelligent.
Oh god. We better hope Nom's dead if we hatch that thing. He's gonna kill it. It's a child.
Oh, no. Okay, we have to raise it all the way before we find
Yeah, it's gotta be a full
Before
grown
we
adult
find them.
before we find
Yeah.
Nom.
Depending
I
on
want to.
how long it takes you all to get back, it could be full grown. I mean, they're big enough to ride in under a year.
Oh, that is.
Jeez.
By the time it's been a decade, it'll probably be well over 60 feet long.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Wow, wow,
I don't
wow.
think our house is big enough for that.
Dude, we can. Okay, but I
Maybe we
really
can
want
fly.
We can make like a out shed house for it.
Well, one of
Well,
you can for sure.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's
Okay,
going to
wait,
bond to
and-
whoever's with it when it hatches.
Ah, so it's. Oh, it's going to imprint. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable.
We're gonna be parents.
This isn't exactly what I envisioned, but I guess it's a good warm up.
Oh, I can trust you with more valuable than the gold they gave me. After all, it's a female, so odds are it'll fly back here about every decade and come back with a full clutch.
We can
What
all
are we
ride
supposed to do with
dragons.
multiple of them?
We can all ride wyverns.
Well,
Cool.
a long time ago in this world, there were entire orders dedicated to riding them. Maybe start one of your own.
Oh, that is
You guys, we're gonna be grandparents.
the
We're
miracle.
not even parents yet. Let's not jump into
Miracle.
parents yet.
The
What
miracle.
last
The
name
miracle.
do we give them? I guess whoever it imprints on.
The miracle
Yeah.
of life.
Or we could combine all of our last names.
Whoever they,
One letter from
whoever
each of
they-
our last names.
Whoever they bond with, you'll know their names.
D-W-B.
Yeah.
I don't think the concept of names is the one you should be
A.
worried about. More the concept of feeding one.
Hold on.
Go,
Lil-
Nusa, go.
Lil's gonna break
Feed
away
themselves?
from-
We have to feed them? Oh god.
For a while, until they're big enough to hunt.
Eat.
And by that point, you've hopefully taught them what to hunt and what not to.
Once they're big, oh, you're going to be the best hunter ever.
Oh my god.
Like I said,
What if
Reason,
I'm
you
a
seem
bad
to be
grandma?
working quite hard, but they'll tell you what their names are.
But they have to have if we're their parents, they have to have one of our last names.
That's not how that works. Would you give a horse your last name?
Sure, if I raised it.
Yeah.
It probably deserves it if it's a good horse.
You're all quite a strange bunch.
No, Lulin,
Thank
we're not
you.
talking about a centaur. We're talking about a horse.
I'm gonna go with Bwabbed.
I'm sure they'll be satisfied with that. And he like begins backing away towards the edge of the lava.
Oh
Spelled
my
BWABD. Because
Enjoy
I
your day.
Nam has a last name. Well, I guess Nam is a dream shadow,
Out
so
of-
Yeah.
it's already covered there.
Out of curiosity, though,
Mm-hmm.
any dragons from your world I should know about?
Yeah,
Assuming there's some in the others,
yeah.
there's going to be some very heated territorial disputes soon.
If you could, like, not destroy any, like, cities and stuff like that, that'd be pretty cool.
Because I'm a fire dragon.
No, because territory battles are aggressive and they happen wherever you two clash, so, like...
And I'm not going to make my home near a city.
Okay, it'll probably be fine then. I don't know. We haven't ran into, like, a lot of them, and most of them are, like... as far as we know, nearer to cities, so you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Well, dragons in your world must not have as much to be afraid of as the ones in ours.
No, I don't think we mostly don't know about them.
Interesting.
We did kick the asses of 2 of them that caused us problems, but I don't think anyone really goes out of their way to... Well, I think the dragons go out of their way to get rid of other dragons, but other than that, no.
Oh. Meanwhile, in our world, the gods went out of their way to get rid of us. Well,
Oh, well, we don't really have gods, so that might be part of it.
Well,
We
you
did-
haven't
you
you
did-
been asking
you did.
news, and you do now.
Yeah. Well, you might have more to worry about then.
And I suppose I'll head to the coast and start staking my claim. A couple
Good
beaches
luck.
made of glass should be enough for any of them to know that this is a claimed land.
That
The
would
dwarves
be-
do have a volcano.
No. I need to reconvene
Too on
with...
the nose.
I need to reconvene with my siblings. Make sure we have a plan in case any of them arrive.
Any of the gods?
The dragons.
Oh, the other
We've
ones.
learned how to
besides-
make our deals with gods. And if that
Got it.
godforsaken turtle's back, too.
Turtle?
Dragon turtle.
There's a dragon turtle.
There were a few of them, but I think they went away with the elves.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So many.
Didn't you
Correct.
find one or like a
Cor-
little one?
Karok's just writing furiously in his journal about all the things he's gonna get to do or possibly
Anyways.
get to see.
You fought a dragon turtle?
No,
You
like
all-
you know that little one that what's her face threw at me that was like a statue? Wasn't that one of those?
Newson wasn't there for that fight.
Out of character, yes. In character,
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know when I was fighting that person for reasons, she had a little like statue of one that animated and tried to kill me. But I got it mostly.
That's concerning.
I lost the fight, but I got the guy.
As
And,
as you're all having this conversation, he walks over to the edge and kind of twirls off it with a wave as he falls off the side towards the lava. And then you see the dragon form swoop up on the updraft and begin beating its wings as it flies towards
See you
presumably
later.
the coast.
Good luck.
If you ever need me again, simply call.
Will do.
Thank you.
As Razzlethar the Devourer flies away.
He's a surprisingly nice guy. No one ever tell him about Derek.
Who's Derek?
I was kind of thinking about saying something.
I don't know if he would like it or not. Derek wasn't as like eloquent as he was, so like I don't know. I mean, if he's ready to like duke it out with other dragons, you know. Derek was kind of an asshole, you know.
He was.
As
So,
you're
I think
all talking about this, you hear frantic footsteps as Mog runs up. Mog has news.
Let's
Okay.
hear it.
City's still here.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay.
Mog
so-
has
so-
bad news.
Okay.
No, that was the
picked up
bad
on.
news. Mog didn't know if it was good or bad. till the
Oh.
action.
Understandable.
And all
You
the
waited
people
until
are
you-
still here.
Yes.
You waited till you got. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's not ideal, but
Yeah, there's a lot of people that live in Ohans that have like their families in Olfast and stuff like that. Like some of them live there, some of them live elsewhere. There's obviously people that weren't even from Ohans that were in this city that got brought here as well. So I guess we got to figure out who wants to go back to the main continent and figure out how to get them there.
Yeah. How many people do you think live in the city?
I mean, the
Roughly
Minotaurs.
10,000?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Okay,
people.
I'll run the numbers. Give me
There's
a second.
really not a lot of people in comparison to other cities on the continents I'm finding. The Minotaur cities are pretty small because, you know, we're mostly self-sufficient, but
How many people can fit in one of those circles you made?
Huh.
Yeah,
Not
so that's what I was
10,000.
just. Yeah,
Not, well, yeah, but
I
like
think
maybe
like
10.
multiple
10.
trips.
yeah, yeah. See,
So-
so it's me and 8 willing creatures for teleport, and then for teleportation circle, it's me and I think also 10. Wait, no, it's okay. For teleportation circle, it stays open until the end of my turn, so like 6 seconds. And just anyone who can make it
Anyone
through
who can
is
run
good
in
to
6
go.
seconds.
Yeah,
Lulin,
and so
roll me a
and I
perception
can do
check.
that one.
Lulin, roll me a perception check.
Coming at you. 18.
You feel something shaking in your pocket.
Lulin holds the egg with one arm and goes rummaging in his pocket.
You feel a vine wrap around your finger. When you pull it out, you see that the world tree seed has budded.
Oh, what is that? That is beautiful.
And is kind of shaking a little bit violently.
This Karak is for what we called a world tree. This is a seedling.
Oh, that.
Trees high enough to touch the skies.
Karok's just
5.
got like stars in his eyes right now. Today's the best day he's in his life so far.
5 trees rested in Sylvanaria. 4 in the corners of what was our world, and 1 in the center. I was gifted a seed in hopes to plant one. I think nature's calling.
Mm-hmm.
Help me.
Plant it here?
I think that'd be nice. And Karok's gonna kind of pull out his little gemstone, the little green one.
As you're holding this, Mog runs up to you, Lulin, and like starts looking at it, kind of how a bird looks at a seed, but like getting his face close to it so he can see it better.
Yeah.
Door seed.
Lilin will, yeah, it's one of the world seeds.
Door
The
seed.
world tree seeds.
Door.
Door?
Yeah. Before locked, big trees, doors.
Oh. Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. You lock a door. So you're saying that anywhere that one of these, you can walk through the trees and get to other ones? Now?
I mean, if tree connected.
Nature's a powerful thing.
How would the tree get connected if it's not born yet?
Mog not know. Mog never interact with trees.
I do. All the time.
None of you all been in other worlds so long, none of you ever touched tree? Talk to tree?
I have.
Hang on, Mog have notes on this. As he like digs through and he's like pulling out papers and literally throwing them, and some of them are just getting caught in the breeze and swooped out over the lava, and he does not seem to care. Yes, you see this, and Mog holds it up, and Lulin, you would recognize a web of roots spread across a map of the 5 continents. And it is the same web that you saw when you connected to the World Tree in Stipvale?
Llewellyn's eyes get big.
Rootway.
Yeah, and then he points to like the exact location where like Sylvanaria is, or not Sylvanaria, where Stipvale is.
Yeah,
This is the
Rootway.
tree and Stip. Okay.
Yeah, that tree connect to Old Celestial Palace.
Wow. Okay.
You guys, how long you there? You not see Celestials? They was behind lock too?
Golden armor?
Yeah, those guys.
I mean, we said hi.
Did they
It
come
was
through
passing,
tree?
though.
Someone was trying to break the lock then.
What happened to tree?
Yeah. It fell.
Yeah.
So they Triforce way through door broke.
Yeah.
But plant.
Yeah.
Maybe no need way back if we plant knit door.
Yeah. Just want to find a nice place for it. You know, maybe not in a volcano.
Oh, tree's stronger than that. What if we replace that? And Mog points to the tower.
I like that.
I like that idea as well. Fuck that tower. Big
Yeah.
obsidian
Yeah.
overcompensation.
How
Big
long do you
lava
think,
lake.
Mog, if you don't mind me asking, how long would it take one of these trees to fully grow?
Lulin, the tree is already sapling-sized in your hand.
Yeah.
Mog got seen one planted. Only one way find out.
Term, come give me a hand.
Who is Term?
Not Term. Karak, give me a hand.
Of course. Make the location of this sapling a marker of your victory. Karak's gonna follow him as is gonna follow Lulin.
Where are the two of you going?
We're still in the hold. Even though Mog said that there's, the tree is stronger than what it seems, Lulu still wants to protect the tree, what it is, and put it in, like, at least a natural habitat for the tree. Probably knows it's a goddamn tree. It needs the correct nourishment and blah, 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 blah. So he's going to, like the
Are you
precipice-
leaving the city?
Would you? I also want to ask: Are you like describing this to Karak right now?
Yeah.
Karak's just gonna kind of like look a bit like confused, and then be like, "Ah, okay, I see," and sort of pull out a small, smooth green gemstone, the same one that like you guys pulled out of his hands when you first met him. If you're worried about it having a peaceful, almost a peaceful place where it can grow, can't do better than this. And so Karak's more or less gonna like set it on the ground, and when it's set on the ground, it makes a peaceful sanctuary in the midst of nature, temporary pocket of calm and tranquility. So basically, like, I want to sort of plant it with wherever this tree is, so that way, at least somewhere with it is calm and peaceful.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll plant the tree. You have a bit of a green thumb yourself. Right?
Whereabouts
More or
are you
less.
placing it relative to the tower?
I
Are
would
you leaving the
say-
city? Are you staying on
No,
the same
I'm not.
island?
I'm not leaving the city. Probably where we battled, because that was like a nice opened area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where you guys are
Planted in the
currently
ash
standing?
Of that asshole.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, buried in the ash of a god.
Mhm.
Yeah, buried in the ash of a god with a gem to guarantee tranquility. You can't do better than that. Can you imagine what kind of fertilizer a god makes?
Grab some and find out. You've piqued my curiosity.
Krok's just gonna kind of. Is there any ash left from the god? Like, is it like still there, or has it been blown away by the tests of time?
No, the ash of the god is still there.
Krok's just gonna kind of get like a. Do I have a? I'm just. He's just gonna just scoop it up.
Yep, just scoop it.
With the little green like stone with it, and just. Where are we going?
Just right here. Right here is fine.
Wonderful.
Everyone's going to rest it. Spread some ashes around the seed, the roots.
I was always more of a hunter, but you live around here long enough, you start talking to every plant you see, and I'm sure this one will be strong. I know it will be.
This is
Mog not sure how fast these grow. As like Mog leans over to you, Newson. Mog not sure how fast these grow, but we may want backup. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody cross the bridge!
Follow us over here. Let's go.
Where'd Elliot go? Elliot leave early?
He went to go swim in an ocean? Is there an ocean near here?
Only ocean near here made of magma.
Well, I guess,
Elf guy. Mog's just walking around. Elliot!
What?
Oh. Where you be? We gots to go.
Go where?
Away from here's.
Sounds good to me.
As the two of you
Ocean?
plant the tree, as everybody else is like beelining it across the bridge.
Lulin's like ushering all of the people that were fighting and stuff.
Well, the only survivors are the rebels.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, but like...
As you plant this tree, Karak and Lulin, and it begins growing immediately. Like, by the time you have stumbled back away from it, it is 20 feet tall.
Run!
And getting wider and wider.
Might as well go back up and get a good view as Karak sort of like starts like gets into a jog and then a run as they start moving backwards as he starts moving backwards away from the tree.
As you make your way away, you see the roots pushing up cobblestones. They push towards the edges as the trunk of this tree begins widening, shoving the tower and breaking it as you watch this obsidian tower fall down and plunge into the caldera of the volcano. You watch the roots break out of the sides of this platform and plunge into the lava as the tree's bark takes on almost an iron steely color, as it seems to be drinking the lava itself as it grows. As it rockets up into the air 100 feet, 500 feet, 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet, as it gets wider and wider until it begins to break the bridge as it widens across this gap. And before a minute has passed, a new world tree with iron bark and leaves the color of cinders is above this island, towering above you. And in a knot between the roots, you see a flicker and a spark, and then a flash as a doorway opens.
All right, well...
Not gonna lie, that's an achievement.
I guess now we just spread the word for anybody that wants to go back to the Misty Lock that they can just go through this door when they're ready? How do you know where you're gonna
Do
end
we
up?
maybe want to test that hypothesis first?
Probably.
Or are we intending for them to be the test?
No, we're definitely not gonna let random people test it out. I mean, I can see.
Maybe I should go because I can get myself back if something goes wrong.
True. Very smart.
Sure. How about you take...
Yeah.
Well,
And
just,
Elliot
just
finds-
in case, kid, you've been great. As Elna's like wraps you in a hug, Lyra, and picks you up.
Don't say that!
Oh, hi. Oh, cracked my back. Okay,
So-
yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
Thanks for the support. No,
You've
it's
gotten out of
For the best chance-
tougher scrapes.
For the best chance to teleport back to this spot, you need to bring an object from this place. And so Elliot looks for the largest rock he thinks Lyra can carry.
I can go with Lyra. I'd like to learn more about.
He's looking for the largest rock he thinks Lulin can carry.
I got
Much
If
bigger.
you
Lulu
want
picks up
to,
Elliot.
if you want to know where trees spit you out, why you not just talk to it?
exactly.
Because last time I tried to talk to a tree, I nearly died.
Yeah, you stupid.
You can at least tell. Even
I
if
know that.
Even if it can't talk back to you, you can at least just talk to it and say, "Hey, this is where I'm hoping to go."
You, Lulin, you've seen that work. Why you not just look again?
I'll give it a go. I didn't inherently try the first time to see it, but I guess I can give it a go. Kind of happened by accident, but it is what it is.
Accidentally seeing something like that. That is
Lulin's just gonna.
Good luck.
something.
Good luck, friend.
Lulin's gonna make his way downtown.
Making my way.
Lulin,
Oh.
you walk up to the tree, and you can feel the heat running through it as you walk up to it. How are you trying to communicate with this tree?
I think just he remembers the first time that he did it. He opened up his druidic and natural powers, and he just starts communing with nature.
What are you physically doing?
Oh, he's going to go just sit on a root and just start meditating.
All right, roll me a nature check at advantage. You hear that voice in your head. Are you the one who planted me?
Indeed.
What is it that you wish to know?
I would like to know everything about your species, the rest of the trees, the root system, the connections.
Everything?
Everything.
Careful.
I'd like to be a student.
I do not wish to kill you, caretaker,
Nor do I wish to harm you.
but showing you everything will destroy you. What do you wish to see first?
I would like to see how we can take these innocent people back home to the central continent.
You feel as if your mind is pulled into the root as you are raced, and you get this feeling that you are being pulled across a vast space very quickly before you kind of get the faint shimmery image, and you can tell that it's like the tree's trying to translate the image for you because it doesn't see things the same way you do, of a portal in front of a grassy field that, since you've been in it, you would recognize as the field where you and Elliot broke the curse of stone.
think there's just a couple of tears rolling through Lulin's eyes.
God, everybody's crying
You
while
are.
they're not conscious today.
You are in pain, caretaker. I think I've shown you enough. As Lulin, you find yourself sitting on the branch again.
Sometimes pain's worth it. Sometimes pain is worth enduring for thousands of people. Sometimes pain is worth enduring just for one. I think it's worth it.
And you can head back to the party if you want to.
I think Lula's just gonna give a minute as he's carried you for nearly the entire adventure. More like a reminiscence, or maybe I don't know, like an attachment. First time communing with nature in a while. That hasn't been hectic or trying to kill him. For what seems like months and years, a day finally feels at peace. Just for a little bit.
So what are the rest of you doing as you're watching Lulin meditate?
It's nice to see that even without the Lady of White Roses, there are still people who care about nature. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of people. It's
Yeah, I think.
like a whole profession, you know?
Yeah. Florist.
Newson,
Well, yeah.
you hear your name. Almost as you say that, you hear running footsteps, and Newson, as you feel like arms wrap around you, and like one of them lifts up your arm and they're like checking over. Are you okay? Did you get hurt? As Kieran like ducks under your arm and just like grabs you by the face and starts like moving your head around and looking at you.
Key, you know,
Aw.
I'll always
No,
get
no.
hurt.
Aww. Happy reunion.
But you're not dead. That's a good
Hi!
start.
I don't think we've met.
Oh, hi. I'm Kieran.
Yeah, Key,
I'm
this
Newson's
is
friend.
this
Now
is
I have a
Lyra.
Probably
face.
Newson's oldest friend.
Now I have a
Yeah,
face to a name.
definitely my oldest friend. This is Lyra. Lyra is my girlfriend.
Oh, that's adorable.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Oh my god, welcome to the family! As Lyra, she like wraps you in a hug.
Oh, second time today. Okay.
Kieran's a furbolg, so she's much smaller.
Okay.
I like your friends, Newton.
I like my friends
Well,
too.
Are you okay? As Lyra, she like begins checking you over. We're gonna have to get something to treat those burns.
Yeah, I was.
yeah, I'm a little bit in pain. It's okay. We all are. It's the, end of battle. Thanks. So when did you two meet? Have you known each other for, how long? I don't know.
Oh my god, our entire lives, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I mean, I still can't believe I found you in jail. Of all the places I thought that we would meet up again, jail wasn't one of them. I know I used to get you in trouble, but I didn't think you'd go getting yourself in trouble like that.
Well, I mean, I had to help.
Well, yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. I'll be fine. It's I'm used to taking a beating at this point, so.
You're also
I think,
used to giving a beating too.
That's
that guy
true.
was on the ropes the entire time.
I would much rather someone like him beat on me than anybody else, so.
You finally showed him someone that could dish it out as well as take it.
Yeah, he didn't like it either. He was running from me. That's why he had to throw me off
He
that
was.
cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was so scary.
Oh my gosh.
He had to like
Newton
gravity
used
do
to
the
get
work.
us in so much trouble. There was this time with these gnolls. I almost got
Remember
killed.
that.
Yeah, we
You-
both did. Wait, what?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, right. Time shenanigans. You told me at one point about Kieran.
Oh.
You
Huh.
did? I knew
You had
would
only
still
good
talk
things to
about
say
me.
about it, I will say.
Look, okay, I didn't want to be weird about it. We hadn't seen each other in a long time,
I
okay?
know. You just. I mean, you could have just come to Arilla, but instead you decided to go on some huge quest. Not that I blame you.
Look.
You've always been adventurous.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
had
just
to
been
stop
so
getting
good.
you in trouble at some point.
Well,
You had,
I mean,
you know,
if you were going to stop getting me in trouble, that means I had to start getting me in trouble.
you started getting in trouble.
Well, I came to Ohan's just kind of see what was going on, and then I ended up here.
Uh-huh.
And then our first day in the city, I was trying to give food to someone, and one of those big guys with the mask smacked me, so I, turned him into a plant.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Wow, that's so much better than turning into stone.
And then I ended up in prison. And I was only there for like a year. I was fine.
You were in prison for a year?
A long time.
That's 365 sunrises.
They fed us every day.
Oh my god.
That's better than nothing.
Roll me perception checks.
Okay. Ooh, that was a good one for me.
Alright. So, Karak, you don't see it. But Lyra and Nuzin do, as you watch the man with the white hair and the yellow eyes walk up to the tree, look back at you, and then step through the portal. Elliot, you see the same. As he kind of looks directly at you before he steps into it.
Elliot is giving just a nod as he sees him go through.
So you would all see
Or
him
looks
give
away.
a nod back then.
Well, there goes one guy. You didn't want to... Oh, that, like, white-haired guy that knew you just walked into the tree. Oh, you said your white lady was calling you. She's probably calling him, too.
Maybe. Might be able to apologize for disappearing.
I think you all also would have noticed that Elliot has started making tea.
You know what? I could honestly use a cup. Do you mind if I join you, Elliot?
Oh, please do. I've made enough for the whole group if they want. Though they never do.
Why would that? Why?
Alright.
He's wonderful.
Elna's kind of walks up. Well, for now, I'll set up some guards around what's left of the bridge. Till we kind of figure out...
What end?
Guards?
Well, until it's been a year. What's on the other side?
Oh.
A plague, apparently.
Wait, what?
Then
There's
we
a plague.
definitely need to set up guards. Whether people want to go or come. And I need to go make an announcement. People need to know that when they go... that should they choose to go back, their homes aren't going to be there.
Yeah.
But I suppose... we'll leave you all here. And if I don't see you again anytime soon... stop pulling me into these messes.
You pulled yourself into this one.
You were here first. We came in to save your ass.
Yeah, we just saved you.
Well, then the next time I see you, I hope it's under better circumstances.
That we can agree
I
hope so,
on.
too.
Same to you.
As he kind of turns around and, like, begins yelling orders as Minotaurs are kind of, like, returning to Ohans. Which will now be called the Ohans District.
Yeah.
I think it's by this time Lewin starts coming back.
You also watch as Aerie and Drago kind of pick up Ro and walk away with them, as Gaspacho just kind of lumbers along after them before turning around. And he kind of, like, sits on his haunches and waves a hand up and does the bear wave, And the 5 of you are alone right now.
Luna will sit down and have some tea.
Oh, wonderful.
So, Lulin, do you think that the tree is gonna work as a teleporter?
Yes.
Chew, excuse me.
Bless.
Gesundheit.
But yes, the
I mean, it'll get us back to another tree, right? Will it get us to anywhere?
yeah.
How do you go about using it? You just
It's
walk through and
yeah.
think about. Do you need to know where you're going?
In a roundabout way, but yes. We've been to
That's gonna be unfortunate.
all but one of the trees.
Well-
No.
You all have.
Yes.
We've only
Yeah, but if
been
we can
to-
guide you there,
That would be
then
useful.
you...
Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some pressing news. I've received word from my brother. Apparently things aren't great in the Elven territories. Been about a
Oh.
year since we left, and there's a plague. But more importantly, did anyone cover the piano before we left? It's been a full year. It's going to need repairs if it wasn't covered.
I don't remember.
How-
I don't remember if I did that. I brought a lot of socks, but I
Bru-
don't remember if I covered the piano.
Karok's just gonna kind of lean
The
over to
flooring
Lulin
is
and be
gonna
like,
just
"Is this
destroyed?
a magic piano? Is it?
No.
Does it heal the
No.
plague?
No, it is actually a magic piano.
But
It is?
what does it do?
Yeah, it controls the lights in the
Wait.
dance hall.
Oh shit, that's cool.
I'm trying to. How
It's
minimal
like a
is this
rave
plague?
piano.
You can see
It kind of
you can
is,
see
yeah.
the single gerbil running around in a grassy like place in Karok's head, just while trying to figure out how a piano is more important than a plague.
Look, Elliot likes to keep the small things in mind because it helps him have perspective.
You know, that's fair. That's a good way to keep things in mind. You know, that I can respect that.
Well, yes, and as the caretakers of that particular building, we all must. It's our property. Gotta take care of it.
Mhm.
All right.
So,
We'll stop here for a 5-minute bio break.
okay.
When we get back, we'll continue on with the final arc. Bum bum bum!
Bum bum bum.
See y'all soon. And we're back. That's the wrong screen. And we're back. As you guys are all sitting around the fire having some tea.
What blend is this again? This is delicious. Ah,
Who
trade
knows?
secret. Trade
It's-
secret, I see.
Probably like Elliot's
No,
uncle's blend.
I just don't remember.
Man, has it been that long since you've had it? That means this is special. Maybe.
Elliot just pulls out a bag full of random herbs. If you want to pick through it and pick out each species, go ahead.
Oh yes, please. And Krok's just gonna like start trying to identify plants, despite the fact that he's probably not gonna know what any of these look like or what they are.
Roll nature.
They are also pre-ground.
Roll nature at disadvantage.
Roll nature at disadvantage.
You don't recognize any of these in their ground up form.
Wow, I have so much to learn. Well, I tried, and he's just gonna hand it back to them. I'm sure it's good. We've been drinking it for a while, and I haven't died yet or turned to stone or anything. So,
Yep,
It's kind of
I
like
mean,
a surprise tea, and it's actually pretty good sometimes.
excuse me?
So, you said we've been gone for a year?
Yep. You for sure flunked all your classes.
Well, okay, I was trying not to think about that. Okay, well.
It's alright, my uncle could write you a note.
A year-long
Yeah,
note
like,
excuse.
to be fair, I would say
Kidnapped
ending
to
up-
other plane. Please
Considering-
accept late
yeah.
work.
considering
Exactly.
you had no way to get back. So that
Yeah.
just means
I mean,
that,
Malum
like,
got his job back when he got back, so...
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's been fired in the year we've been gone. Oh my god.
That would be really good.
That would be
Can we
great.
take alchemy.
I don't think
Anyway,
that
okay,
seems
so-
unlikely.
Okay, besides that, was there anything like pressing that we needed to do? I'm kind of worried. Like, I don't remember if there was like something that like, oh, I needed to take out the trash. Which okay, it's probably really gross actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our whole house is probably a disaster, considering we've been gone for a
I mean,
year.
My wing was pretty clean. It might have
Just-
collapsed, but it was pretty clean.
Yeah, and now it's
Do you
probably a
mean your dirt
sinkhole.
hut? Yeah.
Krok's just gonna think about the fact that if it's bad, all this stuff is happening in a year for them being gone, how bad is his house, and then realize he probably doesn't remember his old house. Huh.
Also didn't take out the trash.
Also didn't think out. Did I leave the oven on?
A whole forest has burnt
The
down.
whole thing's burned down. Yeah, it's just a pile of ashes, just like the
Oh.
god.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure something worked itself out.
It's you know what? It's probably returned to nature.
You know, you're right.
Yeah. Our house not though. I hope our house is okay.
Ours has only been a year. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully they didn't resell it.
I mean, you told them where you were going,
well, did
right?
we have a will? No.
A will? I don't think so.
Oh God,
Well,
I don't
just
think I
where
have
we-
a will.
Didn't own the house. Your mother does.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
fine.
they probably wouldn't sell
Yeah,
it if your
yeah.
mom owns it. That's probably
Yeah.
fine.
Also,
How would you
Allrond
let
is
go that
probably
quick?
still there.
True. Yeah. He's probably just
We
been.
didn't live there alone. Just for the
Should we,
record.
should we like send some messages to let people
Yeah.
know?
That we're
Can you
here.
like,
Can you-
hey, we were gone for a year. Oops,
Well,
we're in
we're
we're in
alive.
another plane of existence.
I think we should say back from another plane. You up?
New plane, who dis?
How many words do you get again?
25.
Okay, you still have like 18 more words after that.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta be, you know,
All right,
short.
Elliot is messaging Elrond. Good news, not dead. How's the house?
It's still
Okay,
18
maybe
words.
message my mom.
You get back a very drunken. You're not real. You're dead.
Elliot's gonna
Yeah,
look at
go
Lyra
inside.
and go, "Really? You want me to spend like the 100th message on your mother and never get a response? I don't think so."
Well,
And
look,
then
maybe
he's gonna
she thinks
message his
she's
uncle.
dead.
What are you messaging
Good
your
news,
uncle?
I'm not dead. How are you? How is the town? Tell me about the plague.
Things are bad in a pood. If you come back, be careful. Don't use magic. Avoid common areas.
All right, so we can never go back to a pood.
God damn
Wait,
it!
what's going on? Are they gonna fail me?
Every time we get a house,
no.
we have to leave. We got that keep
Where's-
in Brester that we never went back to.
Wait, is this where the college is?
Yeah.
I've been informed that it's pretty bad there.
College is like.
And we're not allowed to use magic anymore, so
Wow,
it's
gonna be
not really a
rough for
point in
you
going
guys.
back. Well, no, we
I
just
mean,
can't go back.
I don't.
How do
I
you
don't
get
know.
back without magic, Newson?
Yeah, that is a.
Well,
A
we could
boat?
get close and then
A boat?
walk.
What am I? A fucking sea shanty man?
You're now
No.
I mean,
magicless.
to be fair, I would love to see what the ocean is like. It's probably nice, right?
Apparently, it's got a
Probably
big,
a 2-day walk that way.
a big old fucking turtle in it now. I guess.
I really gotta see that later. There's so many. I'm so sorry. There's so many things. I'm so excited. Maybe it's just because I was on the verge of death at the end there, but like.
So, I mean, I kind of want to know what happened to you, Elliot. You got all weird in the tower, and now you're back, and you've got a black eye, but not like you got punched in the face, a black eye, like a black eye. Your iris is weird. You're like,
Yeah, have you seen your reflection yet?
One sec, I got this.
No.
And Krog's just gonna pull out his silver mirror.
Is that silver? Really?
Well, it's
Wanna pull that
eight.
shit with
I'm not sure if it's actually silver. It's a mirror.
it's colored
actually
silver.
I'm going to
You
see
know,
what
there's
the
a way to
actual.
tell.
One sec. Let me see what the actual color is. What it actually is. Actually, sorry. It's steel. It's a steel mirror.
Oh.
I mean,
Ste-
I imagine the eye is just an artifact of when I died.
You died?
Yeah, what
Oh, yeah,
the
big
hell? Also, why'd you run in
I
there without
undied
us?
though.
You
It was pressing.
hold on. How do you undie?
I mean, I would assume with like a diamond, right? That's what your plan was for me. Don't tell me
No,
you
you
didn't
can't
know
do
what was
that.
going to happen, right?
No, but
I mean, I
Lilith
didn't
has to
see
do
the
that.
diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
don't know.
undied Elliot. We didn't even know you were dead. Like,
If I had to summarize that particular encounter, it went along the lines of, "Hey, dude, you're dead," and I said, "Oh, that's a bummer." And they said, "What if you weren't dead?" And I said, "That would be fantastic." And then I met Roran, and then I scowled at Roran for like 10 minutes, and something else was going on at the time. I wasn't paying attention. I was scowling Roran down. And then they said I could be alive again.
Roll deception.
yeah, I'm...
At advantage, because that was like a
Yeah,
half
you're-
truth at best.
Yeah, it's like
Here, way to go. Why are things so hard to find? It's supposed to be alphabetical.
Are we
Advantage.
inciting against
You
this?
are inciting against this.
Brock just wants to actually know what's going on when it comes to undeath. So
Why don't I have any bonoses?
Karak, Lyra, that I mean, Elliot wouldn't lie to you. Newson, there's still that itch in the back of your head that that's not everything.
Yeah.
You think
Man,
someone would just do that? Come back from the dead and tell lies?
It just seems really like people don't just like die and then somebody's like, hey, go back, you know? Like, I know that we've been through a lot of weird shit, but nobody that we've ever known has come back from the dead without magical intervention.
Didn't you go to the plane of the dead, Newson?
I didn't die, though. Nobody killed me. I don't even really know what happened. I kind of just walked through a door and I was there, but, like, I didn't die, I don't think. I never got, like, stabbed or anything, so I'm assuming it was some weird, like, soul transference, but no one really explained it to me. They were just kind of like, hey, go do this thing. And I was like, sure, why not? Nobody else was around.
That must be it. It's the stick. You probably just want to cook yourself. That's probably what happened.
The stick?
Yeah, the one that you used, and then it made the food cook itself, and I lost my appetite.
That was really weird. The stick on myself.
I shrimp fried this rice.
Shrimp fried rice.
You don't have an urge to cook yourself, do you?
I mean, as much as I think that I have some pretty tender meat, I'd rather
say that again, please. Never again, Elliot.
Look,
never.
I'm just kind of toned, okay? No. I don't know what to tell you.
No, you're not.
Are you needing compliments now? We can compliment you. You don't have to do it for yourself.
Elliot, I hate to tell you that no, you're not. You're not.
How would you know?
Oh my god.
Because I'm a hunter.
It's not like I spend all day like
I know what tone looks like.
Out. I'm not going to be stringy. I got,
You were there for a day.
I was where for a day?
All right, Elliot, roll me a wisdom save.
You got it, boss.
Lots of wisdom saves tonight.
Gotta be wise.
All right.
To see through the lies.
I sent you something.
You got it, boss. Now, me not being dead is fantastic, but I think it's more important to talk about the betrayal of the group. As he sort of turns to Lyra.
Look, I wouldn't really call it a betrayal.
You were working with our enemy. Do you deny it?
No, I'm not gonna deny it. Look, I only didn't say anything because he was threatening to kill you guys. But, like, at the time, look, I'll start from the beginning. So, you know when Nam was, like, really terrified because Roran was in his head, and then I went in to, like, just see, is it really Roran? What's going on? Well, it was definitely really Roran, and he was like, I'll give you a choice. Either you choose one of your friends that I'll kill right now, or you help me. And of course I was like, that's so silly, those are both bad options. But then he was really, really convincing that those were the only options. And I was thinking, if all he wants to do is go home, like, good riddance, maybe I could do some damage control. But
why would you think all he wants to do is go home?
Well, that's what he said.
Oh yeah, he's never lied.
Well, yeah, but he was like, I'm gonna kill your friends, or you can help me go home,
Yeah, okay.
And then he was in my head, and then he was always in my head, and it, like every time I even thought that, like, oh, maybe I'll double cross him, he was right there and saying, you shouldn't do that, because I'll kill everybody. So, it didn't really feel like much of a choice, I'll be honest. But then I was thinking that, maybe we can figure out how to just like get him to leave, you know?
Just
I
to
don't
get
know,
him to leave, eh?
Well, because he wants to go, I think. I didn't think he was lying, really, about wanting to leave. I just also think, you know, he has no regard for human or any other life, and thinks it's kind of fun to kill people. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
That's what I got, at least. And look, I definitely wasn't gonna choose one of you to die. I can't. You know, what would you have done?
Yeah, you were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry for not telling you the truth anyway. Like, I didn't like doing that, and obviously I was bad at it. You guys knew something was right away. But you know, I never want to keep anything from you guys.
Yeah. Okay. That's reasonable. Didn't really have any options.
So did you, like, have a conversation with Roran while you were staring him down in your dead brain?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he said we're at war now.
Oh, cool.
So-
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. But that kind of seemed inevitable, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, before he was kind of ignoring us. Now he's probably going to actually try and kill us with purpose, so...
Yeah, before it seemed like he
Yeah,
was
but
just
we
kind of
couldn't-
like joshing.
It's not like we could have stood by and watched him, you know, kill people, destroy the innocent.
Yeah. You're really
So,
into the innocent
Direct
nowadays, huh?
confrontation.
I mean, it's an important thing to be into.
Yeah, what Karak said.
Oh.
I kind
Yeah.
of agree with Lyra there, but it's just something
like...
you've mentioned a couple times, like that specific the innocent phrase.
Well,
Just like, you know, the world, the innocent.
well, some people don't deserve protecting.
But
You
how
disagree?
specific you have in mind?
Who
Yeah.
makes that? who
Elliot
makes that
sort of
choice,
like
though?
looks down at like the battlefield we're standing in. I don't know. People who help oppressors?
Yeah, but
okay.
those people could have been probably were subjugated themselves. I mean, like, you don't know what the circumstances of their being flamekeepers are. Sure, some of them were probably assholes, but
Who's the one to make the decision that someone is worth saving?
yeah. Just
a
like
good question.
some people probably agreed that they wanted the city of Ohans to be here, but some of them didn't.
So, some of the Flamekeepers were innocent.
We
Others,
didn't protect them.
weren't. Okay.
Because there's no way to determine that. All I'm saying is that it's like weird to really push the like innocence thing, rather than just like people are worth saving, and if they cause problems later on, then you know they get dealt with based on their crimes. Yeah.
We have failed at every turn. Don't you think it's time to narrow the scope?
By killing people we decide aren't innocent enough?
Did I say kill them?
Okay,
No.
what?
I said don't waste our time trying to save people who don't deserve saving.
But again,
And who makes that decision?
yeah.
We do. It's our time.
So who is it that you are seeing as the valuable people that need to be saved now? I mean, obviously we all agree that Roran is a problem that needs to be stopped, but Roran is a threat to all people, everything and everyone, as far as we can tell.
So maybe we stop trying to save armies. Maybe we start trying to save civilians. Maybe we stop trying to save killers. Like, is that complicated? I don't understand what you guys don't understand.
Well,
There are people, innocent people in the cities that need protecting.
Sure. I mean...
And honestly, I think they need protecting more than someone out on the battlefield causing trouble.
Not everyone had a choice.
Not saying they did.
I mean, the only...
No, because a choice was made for them, because it was all they had. They don't deserve to be saved.
Well, the only armies that we've
I'm
saved...
saying we need to delegate our time.
Out of one war into another.
And the only armies we've saved has been, like, preventing the genocide of Minotaurs, which most Minotaurs are warriors, so are you saying that because that's a part of our culture that we're not deserving of saving?
What I'm saying is that wasting Guru on that field might have been a mistake. I can't go back and change that, but all of the people in that field were there to kill. Perhaps we should have focused our energy on the city that was about to get attacked.
We protected that city with the help of the people that we saved on that battlefield. Those are
by the skin of our teeth.
People. The skin of your teeth is how, if that's how it has to be done, that's how it has to be done. How dare you?
Behind every person fighting in a war is a civilian that didn't want to be there in the first place. They have families who are civilians who wouldn't be able to fight in it, and saying that they don't deserve saving while they're trying to save others.
I'm not saying they don't deserve saving. I'm saying we need to allocate our energy to protect the people who are most vulnerable. We cannot save everyone.
But if there is a wrong that needs righting, which in that case there absolutely was, it's worth doing. You really look at that situation.
Focus on the bigger wrong.
Well, now that we have a bigger wrong, sure. But if we hadn't done what we did in that moment, there might not be any Minotaurs left. If we hadn't intervened in that time, all the warriors were gone. The innocent people would have died either way if we hadn't revived those people. And it's easy for you to...
We would have had the energy to protect Ohans.
We would not.
And it wouldn't have ended up here.
Your stepfather would have flown through as a dragon and obliterated everything if we hadn't done what we did. It's easy for you, I guess, to stand there and say, well, we could have allocated better because, the elven cities were never in danger of being obliterated by Minotaurs, I suppose, so it's really easy for you to be like, oh, well, maybe Minotaurs are wrong in this instance, Shouldn't have been out on the battlefield, it's only your entire life.
We can't fix every wrong. I'm sorry. Do you really want to be, or think you are, the personal savior of this continent? I mean, does that not remind you of anyone?
I don't think I'm anybody's personal savior, but I feel
then why do you think we have to save everybody?
Because people are worth saving.
I agree. Maybe we should focus on saving the most.
That's what we're trying to do now. I don't understand at what point you think... I don't understand
why you're arguing with me.
Because you just said that people who fight aren't worth saving.
I'm saying they're less worth saving than those who don't.
I think you're
I
wrong.
didn't say they're not. I'm saying there's a scale, as there is with all.
So people who don't fight for what they believe in are more valuable than people that do. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying the people who haven't hurt people are more deserving of my time than those who have.
My people were defending themselves from your people. And you're
Okay.
still saying that they weren't worth fighting. They weren't worth
I
saving.
was saying that I think it was more worth saving the people in the city. Your people.
Which we did.
Right?
We saved all of them.
Did we? A lot of people ended up dead.
People that chose to fight by our sides, because that's what we believe in.
And you don't think that the fireballs launched into the city center hurt innocent people?
Certainly. But are you saying that you think that Guru could have done something to prevent that entirely, rather than...
I don't see why not.
But you have no proof to back that up.
Nope.
So you would make all your choices based on what ifs?
As opposed to what you do.
Going
Which
to
is?
people who need help? Yes. I accept people at point blank for what they are, for what they say they need. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay. It's your time. You're the one who's just arguing with me. You picked up on something I said, and you want to fight it. I don't know why I want to protect innocent people is a controversial take, but
Because
you wanting to...
Because at the end of the day, you're implying that there are certain people who are worth saving, that are innocent in your eyes, and it doesn't matter. A long, long time ago, many people would have seen me and decided that I wasn't innocent, because I happened to serve a god that I believed in.
Okay.
If I happened to be on the other side of you, would you think the same way? Would you kill every
Depends.
single one of my friends?
Depends. Who did you hurt?
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I don't know the
Did you
scope
hurt anybody?
Not intentionally.
Then you sound pretty innocent to me.
But the main thing I'm saying is that you're saying we need to save people on a mass scale, but you also want to save people based on their innocence. So how do you propose that we determine who is... The only thing that you proposed in determining who is the most innocent and therefore the most worth saving are people who don't fight. And while I agree that people who, cannot defend themselves are very much worth defending, saying something like Guru was wasted to save a large majority
I said
of
that it was a potential
Oldfast.
waste.
Okay. You're mincing
Look.
words.
Yup.
I just think you need to be careful, considering yourself the arbiter of innocence and who deserves to be saved and who doesn't. Because, in my opinion, since you were so quick to say how much I sounded like Velkin in that moment, I think you sound a lot more like him. And considering I spent a lot more time with him determining who is worth saving, you're the one that sounds like him right now.
It's an interesting thought. I disagree, but it's an interesting thought. Didn't he bring it upon himself to save everybody? Lock all the gods away? At no matter the cost?
Because he decided that those were the people who weren't innocent. Because he decided that he was the end-all be-all for that decision.
Yeah, he determined that warlocks were not worth saving because of
who they served and what they believed.
Interesting.
What's to say that what
So
you're saying, you would, in that instance, with this parallel, he determined that warlocks were not innocent and therefore were not worth. In fact, we're better off dead.
They chose to fight for their people and for their gods, and to him, that seemed like it would hurt everyone else around them. And he dictated that that was what didn't belong.
That sure is interesting. It's difficult for me to see how that's different from your stance, Nuzin, of, hell, just save everyone, no matter who they've hurt. Just because it's their, culture to go to war every 100 years.
It's not our culture to go to war, it's our culture to...
It's your culture to fight?
Yes, to
pick violence before diplomacy?
If someone does violence against us, violence is a form of diplomacy, but you don't understand where we came from. From what you're saying, essentially, is that amongst our group right now, would you say that Lulin and I are less worth saving than Lyra?
No.
But we do violence. All I know is running headfirst into things. So do you.
She might have killed as many gnolls as you have.
Probably more.
What is Lyra's reaction to that?
That's not surprising to her. She's actually gonna say out loud, Elliot, what's this really about? Is this about us? Are you...
What do you mean?
I mean, do you think that we don't deserve to be saved after all we've done?
I don't know that I think I would want to take anyone's time or effort to save me over a bunch of other more innocent people.
Listen, I don't care who's worthy and who's not. There are no people I would save before anyone here. I would always save any one of you first.
I know you proved that earlier. Thanks again for catching me, by the way.
No problem. I think we should get some rest.
Nevertheless, I think we can all at least agree that we have a lot of work ahead of us to bring justice to something that has been destroying far too many lives.
Pulled out of one more, forced to fight in another. Thank you for the tea, Elliot. It was wonderful. I appreciate it.
Of course. Hope it didn't get too cold.
Oh, no.
We've had a long day.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a walk before we go to bed. Nuisance getting up and just walking away.
I think Lyra's gonna start following and try to catch her eye.
I mean, I think Newsom would probably glance back if she heard you following along.
She'll say in your head, "Do you want me to come along, or do you want to be alone?"
That's up to you. You can come if you want. I just need to step away before I do anything rash, I suppose.
They're just gonna sort of speed up and come walk next to you.
I think Nuzin will take Lyra's hand as they walk. I have to tell you something. I don't know how you're going to react to this. But I sort of made a deal with a god while we're here. Or while we've been, I guess while we were here, but you know, while we were in the Feywild. That's sort of, I mean, you know, I've been able to kind of communicate with my ancestors to get like vague opinions of what we should and shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But one night, while you guys were asleep, the god Australion took a particular interest in me specifically and the stories that I had to tell. And I made a deal with him that he could tag along in my life if he helped and gave me something that would maybe improve our chances in this fight. And I didn't really know what I was agreeing to do in that moment. And Elliot's the only other person that knows. He frustratingly somehow figured it out immediately, but the first thing that I saw was you handing all of the artifacts to Roran. So I am partially to blame for Elliot calling you out, but he saw right through me, and I've learned to look a little deeper, and I am still worried. Because I don't know what's going on with him right now, but I think he could be a direct threat to you after your deal, even though it's off now. It may be different, I haven't looked, but I did see a future where he stabbed you for it. And that's why he ran ahead to grab the sword.
I think you can see that Lyra is a little bit rattled by that. And she says, I mean, this god sees the future?
That is the gift that he bestows on people who make deals with him. And every other person besides one that has gotten this gift has basically gone mad from it. Except for one. And that one is Roran.
And I wouldn't really call him the, peak of
Most
sanity.
sane, yeah.
Okay. Well, so how is this even a gift if it's just gonna hurt you? I feel like that's not good.
It's a boon that is attached to my name. It will allow my connection with my ancestors to pass through the name Worldwalker, so the people that I give it to will be bestowed with a bit of this power as well. Nothing as intense, but it makes for a good story, and that's what the god is really after. But it does give me insight enough to sometimes intervene. I mean, you saw me get tossed off the cliff in place of Elness. I only did that because I had seen a future where that god threw him into the lava and he died.
I don't like this. I mean, why does it drive people insane? Do they just, is it a byproduct? Is it like is it meant to do that? I don't like this at all.
I don't think it's, I don't know if it's a byproduct or if it is so much if you look too deep into the future or if you encounter things you can't change, that it can, the knowledge of the future can drive you mad. And right now I don't have a lot of control over it. Sometimes it just happens when I'm looking at people. For instance, it happened when I looked at you. It's happened for Lulin. It happened with Elness. But I can... Well, Astrelion is trying to help guide me a little bit, and it seems like they are a bit maybe remorseful for what happened with Roran, because there's a lot of backstory there that I have been reticent to bring up. Because it's hard to explain without explaining the whole thing. But because I can look, or I was able to look into a future that involved you and Roran, it gave me sort of an accidental direct link to him. So he told me directly about your deal. And he sort of pulled me into a separate space for a short period of time to sort of taunt and ha-ha, but he wasn't nearly as serious as it seems like he was when Elliot encountered him, so... But the big thing is that he's not looking to go home. He wants to bring home here. And it's a weird thing, because what happened to him, I sort of feel bad for him. Like, he's been nothing but horrific, but essentially he came from a plane of existence, and that plane and the people on it were being destroyed, and he called out to the gods for help. And the gods saw fit to bestow on him a power that could save his people, but he had to agree to become one of them. And in doing so, they all forgot who he was. And eventually, that ability to protect sort of ran out, and he was cut off from the other gods, and he essentially watched his whole plane be destroyed. And when all of the worshippers of the other gods were gone, all the mortals, the rest of the gods were fully cut off from him. And so he was trapped in a void, alone for God knows how long, until Velkin plucked him out and used his power to destroy the warlocks and lock away all the other gods. So, he's not innocent, but he's also kind of a victim. These visions have made it all a little bit more gray.
Complicated.
Yeah. And I'm a little worried about what this all means in the perspective of how Elliot is behaving now. Because I'm not saying that Roran deserves to be saved, but he's the god of hope. So something in him must want to be hopeful. And I don't know if there's a way to convince him not to do what he's doing, but I feel like more people could be saved that way than destroying him. Potentially. It's just something I've kind of been thinking about. I don't even really know what I would do, but I don't feel like I could even bring it up right now because of what Elliot just said.
In the moment when I was making my deal, I didn't feel any sort of sympathy for Roran at all. And then Mog and I talked for a little while about, kind of nothing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of person I wanted to be. And I guess somewhere I did decide that I wanted to help Roran. Obviously he's like a sociopath that wants to kill us all, but I felt that too, that there's something... I want to be kind.
I know.
I feel like we don't get that many chances.
Yeah. And I feel like the intention, I understand that what he wants is to bring back the people that he loved, that he sacrificed his whole life, his whole existence to save. But I think there's something to the idea of reminding him that, those people have been gone a long time, and I don't know that they'd want to come back. And that there's a whole world here that could really use a proper god of hope. Not one that's, manipulating them or using their optimism, that just is. So, that's where I'm at right now. I'm sorry that I felt like I had to hide it from you. I don't want you to feel like I'm hiding things from you. It was sort of...
I don't have a leg to stand on here. I'll say, I feel like, we can just call it even.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe from now on, we just try not to hide things from each other. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
She puts both her hands on your hand and kind of squeezes it.
Squeeze your hand back.
I do want to talk to Elnis, and you can come if you want to. He was all, I owe you another life debt, so I felt like I needed to kind of, over.
Go talk to him. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay. Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I feel I'm not gonna lie, what you said kind of shook me a little bit about Elliot and maybe the lengths he's willing to go, but
Yeah.
I feel like I have to decide right now to put it aside,
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that maybe that's where the madness in these visions lie,
Not trying to pull on every thread.
Sure. So, I think, possible futures that don't come to pass aren't real. And I don't think Elliot would ever do that to me. And I don't think this changes it.
Okay.
Anyway, go talk with on this.
Okay.
Lyra, as
Yeah.
Nuzin walks away, roll me a perception check at advantage.
Perception at advantage.
Nuzin, you can roll me one at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
14. For a second I thought we had the same roll.
Nuzin,
No.
as you walk away, you don't see anything.
Okay.
But Lyra, as you walk away, you watch Nuzin walk right past a Dragonborn, who looks at her, looks back at you, and disappears.
Do I think this was an illusion, an actual person? Like, were they doing
You
magic?
are fully confident that this was a person, and you don't detect any magic.
Do I recognize them at all? Are there, like, details about what they look like that I can note down?
Yes. It is a red dragonborn, and his scales glistened like smoldering embers. When you looked into his eyes as he made eye contact with you before disappearing, you felt a weight, a turmoil behind them. As seemingly from the corners of his eyes, flame-like wisps of energy fell down and then disappeared. He seemed very solemn, and the look seemed weighted, almost like he was moving in slow motion.
Smoldering embers. Does this resemble the god that we killed at all?
No. This was much less a roaring flame and much more a dying one.
Well, yeah, because we killed him. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he made eye contact with you. If you want to try and steal that half second to say something, you can.
I think she would just say hello. Like, I don't think she'd, like, try and say anything, like, profound. Just, like, hello. Like, a startled, like, hello?
If all you're saying is hello, then he's still gonna disappear.
Yeah.
But you do feel, well, you catch like a hint of smoke as he disappears. And Nuzin, you proceed on until you hear Elnus's laughing voice from inside a bar.
Can we have a second at the camp?
Yes, we can.
Cool. Lulin,
Yeah.
you know that I don't begrudge the warrior, right?
Absolutely.
Very good. I would hate for my statements to be misinterpreted. I understand the importance of warriors, people like us, because, and I'm gonna be blunt, we don't save people. We kill people who have hurt others. We go after the people who have already done the harm. And that's an important thing. But It's different. We don't prevent harm. We get retribution. And I think that that is the warrior's duty, and with that, they accept that they aren't the priority. If in the future that someone's going to be saved, it's not us. I think that's part of the code.
That's definitely a... It never crosses anybody's mind whenever they enlist. But it's something that you just accept. I'll tell you what I taught my students. What I've taught hundreds of platoons. The very same people that was on the battlefield that we both saved. You pick up the men and women to your left and your right. The people fighting on the front lines are worth picking up because they're the final stop to the civilians.
Okay. That's fair.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. We need to look after the civilians. We're at a do or die situation. However, who's going to protect the civilians if the person to my right dies?
True.
That's just a hole for the enemy to get through.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't want to say anything because both you and Newsom's point of view is correct. I agree with you, both of you, wholeheartedly. Just gotta combine them both.
It's the strategic mind. Be reserved until the moment is right. I expect nothing less from the great Lulin.
Why do you think I have my job? Oh, had my job.
Well, now you have a more important one.
Nothing's really changed. Except I'm at the front lines.
And your students are a little bit more arrogant, aren't we?
Lulin's gonna like pat you on the head and just tussle your hair.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Lulin, when you pat
Yeah.
Elliot on the head, roll me a religion check.
Oh boy.
What a statement. Roll a religion check when you pat someone on the head.
Okay,
13.
thank you.
Anyways, I appreciate your time and understanding. Both you and you, Karak. I need to go have a conversation with some, call them ghosts of my past. As Elliot sort of stands up and walks away from the fire towards the not city. And I think as he leaves Firelight, you'll see that he draws the sword.
As you're leaving, before you draw, I think Lulin will just say, "Tell him we said hi." If you see him.
Will do.
We're here for you, bud.
All right, Newsen. You hear Elnis guffawing from within the bar.
Guffawing! Oh, we've upgraded our word. Newsom's just gonna kind of shoulder her way in.
There are minotaurs drinking in every corner of this bar. Elnis is currently up on the bar, holding up a tankard,
Jesus.
just down it. Just most of it's just pouring over his face.
Look, I know you like to party when you're not dead, but
Well, what's the point? What's the point of doing it when I'm dead? As he jumps off the bar and like shoulders a minotaur out of the way as he walks up to you.
I'm not saying you should do it when you're dead, but come on, save a little bit for the rest of the city.
Rest of the city looks just like this, Newsom.
Alright, fair enough, huh?
So what's up? You need a drink?
Yeah, a drink would probably be good.
How big we talking?
A big one.
He kind of just turns around, grabs the barrel, and turns around and hands it to you.
Yep, that'll work. She just, like, takes a big drink of it.
It is Brave Apple Ale.
Oh, hell yeah. Tastes like home.
Speaking of home, find a quiet spot. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
As he kind of leads you over, and you see, like, a bunch of, like, probably 17 to 18-year-old minotaurs in a booth, and he just stops and crosses his arms, and when they look up at him, you just watch their eyes go wide as they, like, pile over each other to get out of this booth. Still got it.
Yeah, you always have a way with the youth.
Yeah, they're scared shitless of me.
As they should be.
As he sits down and, like, gestures to the booth across from him. So what's up?
Well, what's your plan after this?
I mean, it seems like with the god dead, somebody's gotta run this place.
So you think you're gonna stay?
I've been running from things my entire life, Newsom. Maybe it's time to stop.
That's fair.
Plus, from the sounds of things, a lot of these people are afraid to go back and rebuild. They'd rather stay where it's familiar, even if the area around us isn't.
Yeah. They'll probably need someone very capable to make sure nothing insane happens.
And I've got other heroes here to help me out.
I'm glad.
But I think maybe it's time I start picking up the pieces instead of smashing things.
Couldn't be me.
You'll get there one day.
One day, probably. I wanted to ask you something, and you're gonna have to bear with me because I've never done this before. But
I think Lyra would get very mad at what you're about to propose.
look, she'll be fine.
Well, I'm honored to accept the name. But I'm not sure I deserve it.
What are you talking about? You've walked as much of this world as I have.
Yeah, but don't you think it should go to your girlfriend first? I don't want to end up roasted over spit, you understand?
She's not gonna roast you over a spit, okay? We haven't even had that conversation. I don't even know if she wants to get married, let alone take my name. I mean, she might want to keep her own name, and I would not blame her for that. Dreamwalker is just as cool, or Dream Shadow is just as cool as Worldwalker.
If you're gonna tell her to keep her own name, News, and you're either going to want to drink less or make sure you've got it right.
Okay, look, you're the one that gave me a whole barrel of ale.
You're the
right?
one who asked for it. Well, what do you actually have to ask?
I mean, I did want to ask you that. I just, look, especially if you're going to be running a city, there are some recently acquired perks that come with my name that I think could be useful to you. That's not just the notoriety of it.
You mean like how you tossed me out of the way of the god?
Yeah. Yeah.
How bad is it?
Kind of depends on how I approach it. It could be really good, or it could be really bad. And it sort of depends on how everything works out. So I want to make sure that it's not all for nothing.
Why would you think that?
Because if I die before I share my name, then it was all for nothing.
Was it? Was it really? What's the actual purpose behind earning a name? Because it's not to pass it on to those who didn't. And if you think that, you probably don't deserve it. So that you can look out at the world and say, I was here.
Yeah.
And if there's anything about you, Newton, you were here.
I'm trying to be anyway. I just don't want to leave you, on your own.
Kid, I've been on my own since long before you were a calf.
I'm aware of that, but
Look around us. Look at all of these Minotaurs. Look at what we've done here. Look at what we did in Oldfast. Look at what you did to the pit. I've never been less alone in my life. But I have a feeling that you don't feel the same way. Are you offering your name because you don't want me alone to be alone? Or because you don't want to be?
For someone who hits things really good, you're way too good at seeing through me. Yeah, I guess it's easy to be surrounded by people and feel alone sometimes.
Newton, one of the things I learned in the pit, and something I think you'll learn eventually if you haven't already, is that there are tender things in this world. But you'll never see them if you think that being offered something tender is just more proof that you're broken.
Shockingly insightful.
What can I say? I'm drunk.
Yeah, well, I guess I should take it back. You should do that more often.
I'll tell you what, kid. Go fight your fight. Whether it's inside of yourself or outside, and if you die an honorable death, so be it. But if you don't, come back here, and I'll happily take your name as my own.
Okay.
Is that all you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I think that's it for now. I mean, I don't know. You're weirdly insightful right now, and I just had a big fight with Elliot, and things are kind of weird in the group.
Newton, I've killed more friends than you've known.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that.
At a certain point, you have to stop seeing yourself as the monster.
I'm just worried somebody else is becoming one. At least if I'm the monster. I can control it.
No point in control if you let it destroy you.
Guess I'll try not to do that. Sorry for bringing the mood down.
These conversations need to be had, and after a battle's a potent place to have them.
Yeah. Not wrong about that. But I'll let you get back to it.
That's good, because one of those punks from this booth is eyeing me down as he stands up and just charges into the crowd.
Newson will probably sit and nurse her barrel for a little bit and then head back to the group.
All right. And we will pick up the start of the next session with Elliot's conversation. So, Elliot, go ahead and put that in the things we don't want to forget chat.
I'm sorry. My conversations were too long today.
There were a lot of good conversations today. The decompression episodes be like that. But
The decompression episodes be like that.
that's where we're going to wrap up the start of Arc 3.
Oh boy.
Thank you to everybody for coming to join us. Thank you to Sky and Fruit Newt for the raids.
Let's go.
Thanks to Flam for 25 months.
Hell yeah.
And thank you to Huffle for the 1 bit.
Woo! Emotional damage! Emotional damage on Sunday and Monday.
Damage.
I
And
am
thanks to Vital
so
for the 1
emotionally
bit.
damaged. Everyone's got to get their single biddies in before
Everyone's
the
got to
end.
get their shout out. Thank you to all of our players. We have Elliot Burning Oak played by.
It's Isaac on the critically low battery laptop.
Oh
Nice.
no.
And
You
I
got
think
your last word in though.
what?
Plug it in.
I don't have a charger here.
Oof.
First time ever.
I know
What
it
was
was
your
a
favorite
it was a
part?
major oversight. I think my oversight.
Oh, he's
You're not. He's gone.
Dang.
Dead.
No more shout outs. Thank you to Lyra Dream Shadow played by.
Hello, I'm Rosie, and when Rosie see us on the internet, are we doing our favorite thing too?
We are.
Okay.
oh, he's
and-
back.
Well, too bad. It's too late. I get to say my favorite thing first.
Yes.
My favorite thing today. Ooh, I really like the fight. The girls were fighting.
The girls were fighting.
Okay, that's my favorite.
Elliot, quick, what was your favorite thing?
Isaac's favorite thing was the fight, definitely. It was.
And then thank you to Karakareem
His
played
favorite
by.
person.
It's me, Terminian Link BT, and my favorite thing was Karak just absolutely nerding out over the fact that there's so much more to see now.
Then we have News and World Walker played by.
It's me, the Sky T. I also liked fighting, but I also liked getting to finally do a little lore dump on Lyra specifically. That was a fun conversation as well. Every time I think I'm gonna be friends with Elliot for a little bit, we're enemies again. We are born to be intrinsically against each other.
And last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker played by.
Hey me, Bravo, Mr. Saturn 3 on the internet. Well, just specifically on the Twitch. I think it was just a nice episode. I think the beginning of the creation of the world true was my favorite.
Oh,
All
that
right.
one's good.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite part was sitting here like a very happy DM watching the girls catfight. Thank you to
You're
everyone.
so excited.
Thank you to everyone for being here. I'm gonna send everyone over to the King of Starfish doing some art. We will be back Wednesday for sure, maybe tomorrow. We'll see.
All right.
But I'm gonna send everyone off. Until next time, you know the rules. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is incredibly low. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, goodbye.